So we're going through the prayer book, and I see some people brought their prayer book with them. Mazel tov. Wow, amazing. And I saw some people didn't. So psychologically speaking, if you did bring your prayer book, it means that Hashem loves you unconditionally. And if you didn't, Hashem loves you unconditionally. Isn't that amazing? Baruch Hashem. So here we go. We are going through Pesukei de Zimra, songs of praise, and we said Zimra also is related to a word which means pruning, cutting away, because your mind is so full of stuff. Just think about yesterday, why did I do that? Why didn't they invite me? What am I going to do tomorrow? You're thinking about the past and future. So what we want to be is, we want to be like Hashem. We want to be like Hashem. That's what you're here in this world for. Now you should also have a job and a car and a life in that sense, but that's not what you're here for. You're here to emulate Hashem, imitatio Deo, imitate God. Now, there are two main names of God. The first one is Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey, and it really means continuous present. The Yud is continuous, Hey, Vav, Hey, Hoveh means present. So God is beyond time and space, continuously in the present moment. Your mind, on the other hand, is in the past and the future. You're thinking, you're planning, you're worrying, you're doubting, you're regretting, you're always, the mind's in the past and the future. So what we want to do is become very present, continuously present. You used to think that mindfulness was a Buddhist thing. It's not. It might be as well. But it's a Jewish thing. We want to become mindful, become in the present moment. However, Moshe says to Hashem, last week's Parsha, what name should I tell the Jewish people? What's your name? So he said, Ekieh. Ekieh Asher Ekieh, which means, I will be as I will be, which is future. So there's one name of Hashem which means continuous presence, and the other name of Hashem means future. You've got to also look to the future. So sometimes you have a big slavery to the future. You're anxious and you're worried and you're planning. You're a slave to the future, so you've got to become present. But sometimes you're a slave to the present moment. You're a slave, you're in your Mitzrayim, you're in your Egypt, and you think, this is just who I am. I can't grow. My past defines me. I'm the one that this happened to. And you get very stuck. This is just who, Rabbi, I'm just a high anxiety person. That's just who I am. You're not, by the way. You're a beautiful, radiant, shining, finite aspect of infinite divine light. And you have some anxious thoughts that you're making very significant. So how do you get out of the slavery to the present moment? Ekieh Asher Ekieh. I will become. I will be someone. Who do you want to be? So many people come up to me and they say, Rebbe, I'm really trying to work out who I am. Trying to just work out who I am. And I say to them, you know what? It's not important who you are. Work out who you want to be, and then work on being that. That's more important. It might take a little bit of understanding who you are now in order to become who you want to be, but who you are now is not important. You've got to choose. This is my vision of who I want to be. And this is what the Tefillah is all about. Who do I want to be physically? I want to be physically healthy. You have to do exercise, and you have to eat well, and you have to sleep well, and you have to be physically healthy. Now I want to be emotionally alive. I want to be emotionally alive, emotionally balanced, have healthy, good emotions, deal with my negative emotions in a healthy way. So we're moving on. We just went through a little bit of Hodu, onto Mizmor L'Todah. Mizmor L'Todah. Some Ashkenazim might say the song of soda. But we're going to go Mizmor L'Todah is Psalm 100. And do you know who wrote Psalm 100? Who do you think wrote Psalm 100? Huh? King David did not write it, no. But he put it in his book. You know who wrote Psalm 100? Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu wrote Psalm 100. And he actually wrote several of these psalms leading up to this. And this is like the pinnacle. Mizmor L'Todah. And there is, I believe, although I couldn't find it this morning, a law in the Shulchan Aruch that you are meant to sing it. You're meant to sing this one. Not necessarily with that tune, but you should sing it. So I very strongly advise that when you come to this one, you sing it. I strongly advise you sing as much of the prayer book as you can. You should be singing this. These are psuke de zimra, verses of song, and pruning away the negative external things. Now there is nothing greater for connecting to your neshama than your breath and song. Music is the language of the soul. So you want some music. If you have this Siddur, it's page 64. Someone that you would need some help?
This one is 85.
85. Baruch atah Adonai. Re'enu melech ha'olam she'akol niyeh b'dvarei.
Amen.
Just too hot. But better than just too cold, I think. Is it? I don't know. We can just debate that. I think Shammai said. Mizmor L'Todah harei Hashem kol haaretz. A psalm of thanksgiving, my friends, my students, my brothers. How much gratitude have you had this morning? Did you wake up this morning and think to yourself, oh my goodness, here it goes again. I can't believe it again. I'm the most privileged person on the face of the planet. I can't believe it. I'm going to have food. I woke up in a bed in Jerusalem. Did you freak out? Did you wake up this morning and you almost couldn't function? You were like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is crazy. No one's attacking me. Well, yesterday maybe. No one's attacking me. I'm going to go. I'm going to learn Torah opposite the holiest place on the face of the planet. It was amazing. You must have just bounced out of bed this morning. You must be bouncing around all the time. Yeah? No? A little bit? It's amazing. Mizmor L'Todah. So, Maidayani, Mizmor L'Todah, harei Hashem kol haaretz. So this is where we tapped into the universe. The earth is a living entity. It's not conscious like we are, although the Rambam, and we'll have to learn this one day together, says that stars in a way are more conscious than us. They're more aware of God than us. But the whole earth, the whole world, every blade of grass is singing to Hashem. Did you hear it this morning? Did you wake up in the morning, you could just hear the whole universe was singing? Can you hear the song of the universe? This is why I said before, I spent 6 years, and still now, so it's been about 20 years, not listening to music in headphones. Because I just wanted to hear the song of the universe. I just want to hear the song. I want to hear the people. And I want to hear cars even. I want to hear everything. I want to hear the song of the universe. Ivdu es Hashem v'simcha. Famous lines. Maybe, possibly, the 4 most famous words in Tehillim. Ivdu et Hashem b'simcha. What does that mean? Your spiritual work, your growth, your connection has to be done joyfully. Come. No, come. Yeah. Life's about humans, not recordings. Ivdu es Hashem v'simcha. So it sounds a bit strange because Ivdu means work. Work joyfully. Now, for many people, that doesn't fit. What do you mean? Work is work, play is play. I work hard, and then at night I go out to the sports bar and there's work and there's play. We say absolutely not. You've got to enjoy it. You're meant to enjoy your life. You are meant to enjoy your life a lot. Very much. You should be very happy. Happy isn't just a nice thing. Happiness is the undercurrent of all of your existence. It's called in Hebrew simchat chayim, a joy of life. Why are you happy? Not because my team won and because the girl sent me an emoji. And that's not why I'm happy. I'm happy because I'm happy. I'm just a happy person. I don't need something to make me happy. I'm just really happy. Life's really good. So one of the things that we rely on is not external, it's Todah, gratitude. I have immense gratitude. And the second one is, I'm serving Hashem. That's great. I've got something to do. Life is deeply meaningful. Life is very meaningful. And very many people I know, life's not meaningful at all. There's no meaning. People don't like their college degree that they're going to have to pay $80,000 for somehow by doing a job they don't want. And they'll never use that degree. You go into a degree that you'll never use and you have to pay for and you didn't enjoy it. And then you're going to get a job not in that degree to pay off that's crazy. And then you know how many people like their jobs? What percentage of people do you think love their jobs? And imagine you're going to work every day from the age of 25 to 65. That's your 40 primary years. You're going to go to work, let's say from 9:30 to 5:30, 9 to 5. How many people go to bed excited about getting up in the morning, going to their, I'm so excited, jump out of bed. It was amazing. So LinkedIn says 84% of people hate their jobs.
I was going to say 15% like their jobs.
Pretty good. Well, it says 84% hate their jobs. So I imagine another 10 don't mind it. And then you've got like one who like loves their job. Mm-hmm. Everyone who works here, see them. And you're going to spend 40 years 8-9 hours a day doing something you don't really enjoy. Why? So I have enough money to buy a suit or a flat screen TV. You're crazy. You're crazy. I just think they're not bad people. I don't think they're bad people. They're just stupid. Simcha, you're going to be joyful. But it also means that the what does it mean to serve Hashem? So, does Hashem need serving? Hello Hashem, here's your breakfast in bed. Here you go Hashem. What can I do for you? I'll serve you Hashem. Oh Hashem, would you like me to wash your feet? A little foot massage? Can I go and pick up your suit for you from the laundry? Hashem needs us to serve Him. So really, there's two understandings of what it means to serve Hashem. The first one is in a partnership. It's serving. I'm serving Hashem. Hashem's serving me. Hashem's giving me what I need, and then I'm taking what Hashem gives me to create amazingness in the world. Hashem says we're a partner. So I'm serving the partnership, and that should be joyful. That's amazing. Hashem wants you to be His partner in creation. You're not a sinner. You're a pure neshama who's part of Hashem. It's amazing. And the second one is, I think of this because I just did lots of martial arts, that my master, there's a master, and then there's the person who's learning under the master. Hashem's the master. So my martial arts masters, they told me to do things, but when they told me to do things, it wasn't for them. They were already black belts. They had black belt. So it looked like I was serving them, but I wasn't. By serving them, I was really serving myself. Everything that Hashem asks us to do is to make us become black belts in life. But if you see Jewish life as a burden, as a burdensome obligation, you know what? I have to put on tefillin, otherwise I'll be in trouble. Or I have to daven mincha, otherwise I won't get rewarded. If you're living your life to get reward and avoid punishment, not healthy. It must be, I want to do this. When I ask my children to do something, if they say, oh, you know what, Dad, if it will make you happy, I'll do it. Resentfully. I'm going to beat them for that. I don't beat much. That was a joke. But it's not good. There's no relationship. I want them to be like, of course I want to do that. Amazing. That's what I want to do. Now, if you actually understood what spiritual work was, then obviously you do it b'simcha. It's amazing. What an amazing opportunity. It's like someone who goes to the gym because they want to be ripped. They're feeling the pain joyfully. They love the pain because they know where it's taking them. I know there's a purpose behind my pain. So in fact, the pain itself becomes enjoyable. You like it. You like the burn. Oh, you like it. The burn's good. So we like it. Jewish people, we like living the ultimate life. You really want to be a lechatchila yid. There's something called lechatchila, the ideal way, the perfect way you want to do it. Then there's something called b'diavad. B'diavad means, if you can't do it in the best way, this is also okay. So there are some people, not you guys, who are like, yeah, b'diavad is okay. You know, I can get away with it like this. But a real yid, he doesn't want to get away with it. I want to do it the best I can. You know what, b'diavad, I can get away with just giving my wife a little birthday present and writing her a card. She'll be all right with that. I don't want that. I want a relationship with my wife. I'm going to take her away for a few days. I'm going to get her a spa. I'm going to do as much as I can. I want lechatchila. No, I can get away with it. I don't want to get away with it. I don't want to get away with it. I want to make it the best it can possibly be, but joyfully. I'm very excited. Boy lefanav birnana. Come before him with joyful song. Do you ever just sing to Hashem? Anyone? No, it's not a thing. You, Shmuel Mamish, that's all he does. Humming's okay. I like humming. But your mind is going to be active all day. Unless you're going to sit and meditate, your mind's going to be active all day. 90% of what's going on in there, you're not really choosing. But now, thank God, you've been here for a while, you're starting to choose a bit more. You want to fill it with positive, healthy, kind, sweet, loving thoughts and Torah, and that's what you will fill it. But when you're not using your mind for something, then it's just going to either run or you can choose your playlist. What do I want? So singing's a good thing to have in there. When I'm not using my mind to learn Torah or help someone or do something, I'm not just going to let it think about stuff. I'm going to start singing Shabbos songs. I basically sing Shabbos songs all week. And I'm beatboxing. You see, I'm riding my bike down Jaffa Street to go into the old city. You could be pretty sure I'm singing. I've got something. I'm like a good tune. It's like a good, probably a Zusha song, a Shabbos song. And now that's very good because you want an uplifting soundtrack to your life. If you want to be b'simcha, just like we said, we gave the example in a car. If you don't like the music in your car, it's going to ruin your journey. So if you don't like the soundtrack in your head, it's going to ruin your life. So start choosing the soundtrack in your head. Get some good tunes. We used to have Nigun class here. Do we still have it? Very, very. One of the most difficult things for me when I started to become religious was I just didn't know the songs and it annoyed me. You go to a Friday night dinner and everyone's singing and I was like, so I didn't mind it, so I'm quite good at picking it up quickly and I bang on the table pretty well, but I felt so left out. I didn't know the songs. And I liked that feeling in a way because I was like, I'm yearning. I just want to share. So you got to start singing the right songs. We should actually make an album, no? Of popular like Shabbos songs and wedding songs, all the things that Baal Teshuvas can listen to. Lots of people say to me, you know what? I know that Torah is true and I know it's a meaningful life, but it's so foreign to me, I just can't do it. And my life back there, it's not meaningful. We're just smoking weed and playing video games, but I'm used to it. It's comfortable. I know how to do it. So it's a very hard transition to move from something that you know and enjoy and is comfortable into something that is so foreign to you that you don't know it. I think that the music is very important. Every country I went and lived in, one of the first things I did was learn some songs. So now I've forgotten most of my Japanese, Thai, Hindi, Korean, but songs I know. When I see a Japanese person, I got a couple of Japanese songs, I whip them out. I can't say hello anymore, but songs I can sing. Any songs I'm good. Songs in 8 different Asian languages. That was I can still do them. Deigo no hanagasake kaze oyobi arashi ga kita Purikaya sukanashimi wa shima wa taro nami no yau. Japanese karaoke, but that's
that one?
Shima Uta. Anyway, so it gets you in. Like when you go into a small village in Laos and you can sing a Lao folk song, you're like the man. I walked in there, they hadn't never seen a white person before. They were freaking out. They were like, what is this thing? But then I'd sing them a local song and they're like, amazing. By the time I left most of the countries, they said, you're more Thai than Thai people. And you're more... I got it a lot because I go and sing a song. I got lots of stories. It's funny. There was this whole village festival in this place in Laos. And then I got on the stage and I sang this like, Yen Sabai Sauna, Yen Sabai Sauna. And they were like, How Pinuk Sauna, Mabekan Thai, Kwai Lai Long Dong. And the band was geschmack. So too, if you want to get into the Jewish Zach, you got to know the songs. Boy lefanav birnana. Come in front of Hashem with joyful song. You know what was happening in the temple? Music. That's what was happening in the temple. The Leviim were playing amazing music. But, very important, bo lefanav. This is going to be the key to the rest of your life. You must be in front of Hashem. Do you feel like you are standing in front of Hashem? Is Hashem in this room now? Yeah? Is Hashem here now in this room? Yeah?
Yes.
Do you feel it? Not really. Isn't that weird? Hashem's here. Who's closer to you? Me or Hashem?
Right
Now,
you.
physically. Me? I'm physically closer to you than Hashem is? Really?
At the moment, yeah.
That's not true. Hashem's everywhere. Hashem's in your nose. Hashem's everywhere. Hashem, all this space in between me and you, Hashem's all in there. No? You don't believe that?
No, I believe it. I'm saying the presence.
Okay. Do you experience it? Good.
That's the difference.
But you've got to experience the reality. The reality is that Hashem is mamish sitting on your lap, in your lap, all over. Every cell of your body is vibrating with Hashem. Lefanav. Are you in front of Hashem? When was it? 3 years ago, Mike Pence came. You Americans, English, we don't know who that is. Mike Pence, politician. And everyone was like, there was a big buzz in yeshiva. Like, Mike Pence. And so some of the boys were sitting around, and I went up to them and said, do you know who's in the building right now? And they said, Mike Pence. And I said, no, Hashem. And they were like, oh yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? The divine creator of the universe! Yeah, Mike Pence. What? Next, Da'u ki Hashem hu Elokim. Da'u is a very, 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 very important word. Know. What does it say here in English? Know. But not just know as a piece of information. I know it. It means I know it. There's a difference between I know and I know. So the example my Rebbe uses is, one day it's going to be Mark's wedding. Be'ezrat Hashem. Now when it's Mark's wedding, on that wedding day, Mark's going to be doing the mikveh and tshuva. He's going to be in the forest, basically. He's going to be in the Jerusalem forest, like purifying his whole consciousness. Now we're all going to be in this room. And we're going to be learning, but we'll know 6 o'clock, the bus leaves from Mark's wedding. Okay, so we know. So who knows that it's Mark's wedding? Mark or us? Both. Everyone knows. But how he knows it's his wedding and how we know it's his wedding is completely different. We know it's his wedding. Piece of information, we're pretty excited. For him, it's his wedding day. It's everything. That's become his reality. So there's different levels of knowing. Da'u means I know like Mark knows it's his wedding day. It's like pulsating through every quark of my being. That's how you have know. Or if you win the lottery, you won the lottery. Who knows you won the lottery? We both know you won, but you know on a different level that I know. You're experiencing it. It's changed your whole reality. So you have to know, Du ki Hashem hu Elokim. What does that mean? 2 different names of Hashem. We're going to talk about this more when we get to the Shema. But there's Hashem, which is Hashem beyond time and space. God beyond time and space, infinite consciousness. And Elokim is basically Hashem within time and space. Yes.
Is it possible?
Not that there are 2 gods, by the way. 2 different aspects. That's why I say Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. God's one. Don't think there's 2, but there's 2 different aspects. Go.
Is it possible to know that it's Mark's wedding day the same way that he knows it?
No, not if you're Mark. Not if you're not Mark. If you're Mark's father, then maybe. Like the closer you are to him, the more you know it like him. The closer you feel intrinsically connected to someone, the more their joy is your joy and their pain. Like my daughter's wedding day, yeah, I'll know it the same as she'll know it. In fact, I'll probably know it more because I'll be beating the crap out of that guy. You make her cry once, you'll die. Welcome to the family, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. 1 tear, you're done. Welcome. My daughter, I'll kill you. She's only 13 at the moment. Give her a year or 2 to get. Yeah. But in our case, with God being Elohim, God being God, then we're all Mark. In this, with Hashem, Duki Hashem Elohim, we're all Mark. It's all our wedding day. Hashem's everyone's. Yes.
On a normal day to day, even when you're not davening, you're just going about your day. Which aspect of Hashem you meant to connect to? Is it the Elohim?
The truth is, it's more Elohim than Hashem. It says Kirvat Elohim Litav. You can't really connect to Hashem, as in Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey, because it's beyond time and space. Kirvat Elohim Litav, connected to Ba Hashem Hu Elohim. So it's an entranceway into.
And Rabbi, Krov Hashem l'chol kora'av.
L'kol asher yikruv, amen. Okay? But that doesn't mean, it just means Hashem's close to you. I like that, but we got to define what it means to be close to you.
What's the difference?
I walk around, by the way, sometimes, just with my hand swinging about by my side. And I just look like I'm walking normally, but in my mind, I'm holding Hashem's hand and we're like skipping down the corridor together. Now, you might think I'm crazy, and I am. But it means that I feel an actual relationship with Hashem. Now, is Hashem holding my hand right now? Is Hashem's hand in my hand, so to speak? Pasha. We're swimming in Hashem. It's like when you're underwater, you can feel the water. So if you get very sensitive, if you do some Tai Chi and Qigong especially, you can start feeling Qi. You can start feeling, I'm swimming in Hashem. So we're saturated with Hashem. Then you can start walking around. Then you don't get upset very easily. Because I'm just walking around with Hashem. Someone comes up to you and says, yo mama. You'll be like, okay. It's okay. I'm with Hashem. Yeah?
What's the difference between Hashem hu Elokim and Hashem hu ha-Elokim?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to finish that. Hashem hu Elokim, Hashem hu ha-Elokim. I don't know. V'hu asanu, He created us. V'lo anachnu, and we are His. There is a whole idea about v'lo anachnu. It's spelled here with a vav. But if it's spelled with an aleph, lo anachnu. We didn't create ourselves. So there's a whole thought about that. Amo b'tzomarito boi sha'ara b'toida. You should come into His gates. Come close to Hashem. Praising Hashem. Hoidu l'bachu shemo ki tov Hashem le'olam chasdo. Because Hashem is good. And His kindness endures forever. What is this? If Hashem is good, His kindness endures forever. There you go. It's in me. V'ad do v'do emunato. And from generation to generation is emunato. What does emunato mean? His faithfulness. So does this mean from generation to generation we believe in Him? For generation to generation. Al dovado emunato. From generation to generation we believe in Him. We have faith in Him. Emunato. Correct? Yes? No. The opposite. It says emunato. It doesn't say emunateno. It says emunato. Hashem has faith in you. Hashem believes in you. Hashem believes in us. Hashem thinks that we can do the job. Hashem gave us a job to do. Hashem thinks we can do the job. Amazing way. This is, and also you meant to, well, it depends. Rav Moshe Feinstein and many people, you say you have to stand up for this. So Rav Moshe Feinstein, when he was very, 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 very old, you meant to stand up for Baruch She'amar. And then you can sit down for Hodu. And you're really meant to stand up for Mizmor L'Todah, although I learned quite recently that the Arizal says you should sit down. Whatever. Rav Moshe Feinstein, when he was very, very old, they have stories about him where he literally got people to pick him up for Mizmor L'Todah. Say, right, I have to stand up for this one because I'm coming in front of him, coming in front of him with a joyful song. B'ezrat Hashem, it's a good one, yes.
But even with that premise, I need to stand up because I'm coming in front of Him. Doesn't that negate the aspect of, well, Hashem is all around us?
It doesn't, well, nothing negates the aspect that Hashem is all around us, but sometimes we have to do things in order to feel that. Mm-hmm. So yes, like on Shabbat, I put on nicer clothes. Why? Because that's getting me into the feel of Shabbat. So lots of our actions, stuff that we do, is to help us integrate the reality. So you're right, it's not changing the reality, it's just helping us become prepared to receive that reality. B'ezrat Hashem, Shabbos.